That that hot pre. Ugh.
I'm gonna pre.
Pre-stream. I'm covered in pre. That's human pre.
Ew. Why you gotta say it like that? I'm gonna go gamble points away real quick.
What is the pre-stream? Is this some new hot lingo I don't know about?
Basically, where it says starting soon.
Oh.
If you actually watched our stream, you would know.
Actually watch it? I factually watch it, and I fact check all these streams, and you've been behind on your facts.
Sounds about right.
Punch magic. I'm locked and loaded. I'm just gonna look at you little pretty.
All right.
Man, this is looking even more and more official. There's more notifications. I'm already overwhelmed. That font's terrible, Drew. You need to look at your fonts. You need to go through me for approved fonts.
You're our art director.
I am.
Isn't that correct?
I'm gonna art direct this show into the grave.
Direct the art out of the shit of this. Okay.
Call me Steven Spielberg.
So, hi. Oh god, it's gonna be delayed for you if you're watching. Connor and I are here doing the first Punch Bowl podcast. It's not the first Punch Bowl, technically. We've done 4 other Punch Bowls.
Oh yeah, this is that show that we've done. The Punch Bowl podcast. I almost forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's in a new medium now.
Yeah, streamed on Twitch live and then posted the day after.
Instead of recorded on a GoPro and then posted months later. Seems like for some of those.
Matt says, Connor, stop complaining.
Aw, Matt's here.
Matt's in the chat.
Hey, Matt. Matt was there for all of our other Punch Bowls.
Yep.
He's here now.
Yep.
Some things never change.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about stuff, gaming and movie related, and just other stuff. And I'm going to be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, just beating the shit out of people. It's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be casual. It's going to be cash. Just like our old Punch Bowls, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We'd just be playing games, sitting on the couch. I'd be, annoying everybody. It's not much has changed.
Yeah, no,
it's
almost exactly the same.
Except for Matt's not here and Brandon's not here.
And
Daniel's not here. So we'll just build some puppets. Matt, you probably could join in. We'll get you on Discord. We'll get you in here, boy.
If Matt wants to join us on Discord.
Matt, if you pop on Discord, you're in here, and it's just back to the boys. We're back again, baby. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And then we're still gonna build those very, very realistic man-looking puppets for Brandon and Daniel, because I don't think they're here.
Very manly looking puppets for Brandon.
I want it to be uncanny valley real, like just almost close, like a wax figure. Like even with the stream quality, you can't tell. It looks like the real thing, genuine.
To the point where we could drop it off at his house, and his parents would be like, What is happening?
Kind of like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off situation.
Yeah.
Instead of made out of wood, made out of wax. Anyways. So Drew, tell me about this Kingdom Come game, because I don't know nothing about it.
So it was kickstarted. Got like a bunch of money on Kickstarter. And the guy sold it as like this uber realistic RPG.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be crap, because usually when games strive for realism, they end up just getting like something that's a total mess.
And most of the time it means like realism as in like weird RPG mechanics. They're like, yeah, it's going to be fully realistic, and then they show screenshots and it looks like some PlayStation 1 like it's like the most janky game. And like this game actually kind of achieves some level of like good visual aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, typically in this situation, when you get a bunch of people who do nothing but LARP and actually practice with swords on the weekends, and they say, I want to make a video game, that's that. They don't actually know how to make a video game that's fun. So
this guy was like an actual developer at some point.
Yeah, well, in this whole team, they are actually very competent developers, so they made a pretty good game. It's actually really, really fun. It's different.
But Drew, how come it's just white people in the game?
Because it's 1403.
Isn't that the thing? There's controversy. There's hot controversy about this game.
So, Look, okay, there weren't many people other than white people in this area around this time.
Yeah.
If there were any, they were just passing through and traveling.
That's what that's what the guy said, right? The guy that made the game when he was questioned about it.
Yeah. The guy who's probably racist. It just doesn't help that the guy is probably racist.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, I've read a little bit and heard about, and people have talked about it. And if you want to hear about the full story, I'm sure there's places that would know much more about it. Yes. Real journalist people. And so we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it too much because we haven't researched it enough to be any kind of source.
No.
But I will say that it's a first-person game. It was just, just pretend.
Well,
do you see the? Well, no, it is like heavy story though, so you do see the character a lot in like split screen in cutscenes, right?
Yeah, and it's heavily story focused, and I was thinking like, okay, the story's gonna be good, but the gameplay's gonna be But I'm actually really pleasantly surprised that the gameplay is very good. Actually, like that's my favorite part about it. Getting into fights with people, running in the daisies like I am right now, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And the battles just feel like realistic in that you have to really pay attention to what your opponent is doing and things like that. So it's really fun. Matt asks, how can he join? Call us on Discord.
I just added him.
Okay. Muarti, welcome. How you doing?
Matt, is that you?
Are you there?
How do I sound?
Yeah, you sound good.
There he is.
There he is. All right. Matt has joined us.
Sound good?
Yep. I really wish there was an overlay like Discord told me there was going to be, but oh well.
They lied to me. Just like history lied to me when they said there wasn't any black people in the feudal empire, because I know for a fact that they were traveling groups of traders, merchants. I actually don't know. Like I was saying, we didn't need to do the research.
No. All right, so let's sound off real quick. Since I'm the only person on camera, I am Drew.
I'm Drew.
God damn it.
Wait, what do we say? Oh!
Your name!
I'm Connor, and I'm in some of the other videos on Drew's channel. I'm in some of the Twitch streams. Sometimes we stream together.
Sometimes.
And, yeah. And there's Matt. Matt's here.
I'm Matt. And I am a mod. Sometimes.
Matt's our good bud.
Here, let me try Matt's for him. I am Matt, and I like to party.
No, I'm the party guy.
Oh. Alright, so I'm just running through a field, jumping through flowers right now. We'll get into some fights.
I was about to ask what you're actually doing. Like, you have a quest or something?
I do have a small quest that's not related to the story whatsoever, that we're gonna go kill some bandits. It's gonna be...
Oh my god, that sliding inventory screen is so like, it's so 90, it's like Oblivion, but worse.
I mean, look at this fast travel animation.
Oh my god, it's like a shitty. Oh my god, I mean that's cool. I like that though, because that's like lame and like the Monty Python like interlude, like
yeah, it's very Monty Python. It's funny.
It takes that like old classical illustration and is like, yes, that will be everything you see. But like the fake, like when they were like, well, we don't have real 3D, so let's like draw a 3D looking pillar and then make that like the border of the UI menu. Like that shit's like super like dated UI stuff. And it's like, yep. They could have done something cool with like the illustrative, like, what is it? Fucking manuscript, what's it called? Illuminated manuscript styles of like this time, and like built that into the UI in a classy way. But then they
or that, or like a cool like stained glass looking.
I do like this fast travel though. As lame as it is, I love the little gnome guy.
Yeah, well, my fast travel is actually broken at the moment. I had a quest bug out on me that inhibited random encounters. So when you're fast traveling normally like that, you can run into people in like fights and ambushes and shit. But mine are broken, so I don't run into anybody. Where is this?
So it's kind of like Pokemon when you're moving around. It's like and you go back into the world and fight.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, there's my horse. There we go.
Oh, it's not that bad, but like some of the like sculptural like every little menu slot has to have like a sweet ass like Corinthian sculpture. It's like, all right.
How's the brightness for you guys? Do I need to turn it up?
Pretty dark, but is it night in the game?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
But it's still really dark. Maybe turn up a bit.
Okay, I can do that.
I'm scared, Drew. It's too dark. Matt, have you played this game at all?
Nope.
You've been playing Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah.
He has not stopped playing Monster Hunter.
Are you addicted? Did it get you?
It got him.
Yeah,
You got.
it's fun, man.
Yeah,
is
it does
so
look cool. It does look like a
fun.
game I would get hardcore addicted to if it came out when I was like 16 or like 15. Like, I mean, not as like a burn on you. I'm just saying, like, for me, I can't get into game like any RPG like that. That's like so time consuming, and even this, like, I mean, I like talking about these games is cool, and like looking at them and watching videos is fine, but I just
There
can't
it
play
is.
RPGs.
That's what
I don't
those
have the
bandits
time
are.
or like the attention span to get this invested in like games like this.
All right, so I'm gonna try to
But-
sneak up and kill some with some arrows. Also, I need to
That'd be
eat
cool.
food. I just
Is that a little
remembered.
encampment down there? Was that them flame fires? Is it some bad guys, some bandits in the woods?
Oh yeah, gotta kill some bandits.
You can be a southerner in this time period. I was teleported here by a portal, a porta-john portal. I was from
Porta-john portal? A portal john.
Aiken County, South Carolina. Just looking for a Bigfoot in the woods. All of a sudden now I'm in 14th century France. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just want to get myself back home.
Morty, or Morty, however you want me to pronounce that. Thank you for following.
Hey.
What the hell? Do you guys see this? Oh, shot him in the head.
Oh, it's a bit delayed for us.
Oh. Well, just shot that guy in the face.
Who goes there?
Yep, he's dead.
Sam Rockwell just won Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Wait.
Matt's watching the Oscars. We got a live Oscar podcast now.
Wait, is the
No,
Oscars
no.
tonight?
Yeah, no, Rob's texting me about it.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
they're on right now?
Yeah,
What?
Connor's about to be like, fuck this.
Yeah, I thought the Oscars. I mean, I haven't been like on it at all. Maybe I've just been in a void because I've been working a lot lately, but I haven't. Yeah, because normally I do watch the Oscars. I guess.
Why did my character put his sword away? What the hell?
What was Sam? What did he win it for there, Matt?
3 billboards.
See, everyone's talking about this movie, 3 Billboards. I haven't seen it.
I mean, it's good. It's nothing
But I do-
spectacular, but
Yeah.
it's good.
God, I still haven't seen all the movies that I told myself I was gonna watch last year that won a lot of Oscars. Oh.
One.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get excited when I talk about the Oscars.
Now watch this mercy kill.
I'm watching a few seconds delayed. Is it gonna be cool?
I took his ear.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
This game does remind me a lot of an Elder Scrolls type of game.
Yeah, it's kind of like Elder Scrolls mixed with The Witcher.
And like the UI is very Oblivion looking to me.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually very similar to Oblivion, now that you mention it.
Yeah. But I mean, Oblivion kind of is set in that, like, it kind of has that where all the Elder Scrolls games have like different vibes. Like Morrowind's more like a, I don't know, like it's not a European. Whereas Oblivion's more of a European vibe. Elder Scrolls is more of like an Asian kind of influence with like samurais kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it has ninja stars in the game, so anyone that has that. And then Skyrim's more like a Nordic Viking kind of influence. So they just
Oh,
take stuff.
you're not running from me.
They're stealing from history, whereas this is doing the same. But this is actually trying to reference that
Yeah.
directly.
Stealing from history.
Yeah, well, Elder Scrolls is trying to make up their own shit. It's like, they're not Vikings, they're Vord Kings from...
Vord Kings.
and, yeah. And they're not Christians, they're crustaceans.
Crustaceans.
They praise the holy crab, you know.
Praise the crap.
Oh, crab god, I love you,
So,
crab god.
I know I just killed all these bandits, but I need to sleep, so I'm going to sleep in their camp. Alright, so let's put a little structure into this podcast.
Yeah, we can try that.
We did a little bit of stuff. Yeah, we could try. So there were a couple things I wanted to talk about. Connor, you saw Black Panther. Matt, you saw it too, didn't you?
Yeah, it's good.
So you guys can talk about that a little later on. But I also wanted to talk about the Metal Gear Solid survival fiasco that's going on right about now. You
I
guys
don't
heard
know
about
anything about it. You're going to have to tell me all about it.
Okay.
Basically, it's now we're done with the Kojima era of Metal Gear. Now they might go the route of like yearly installments, like old Assassin's Creed, because this one like is so bad as you have to pay $10 as, I guess, quote unquote DLC to make a second save file without overwriting your existing one.
So is this a
you just
new
get
Metal
one.
Gear game that's coming out?
It's already out.
It's out and it's bad. It's really
How
bad.
come I didn't see anything about it?
Because
It
their
sucks.
marketing was absolute garbage. And yeah, it's not so good.
like
So what you're saying is now that
you're just a
Kojima's
dude with a
gone,
sword who doesn't know how to use it.
Konami,
Use
is
it
still
like a
Konami
Pokestone.
thing?
Yeah, it's a real Metal Gear game.
Yeah, but like they just kind of squeezed it out their asshole and were like, people will buy it because it's Metal Gear, but they didn't actually care about it.
Yeah, that's what they thought. Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
they
Yeah,
basically
so they
just
did-
took the engine from Metal Gear Solid 5 and added zombies to it and removed a story and thought people will buy this. They love Metal Gear 5.
So they made a mod basically to a game engine they already had because they had some game developers and they were like, just change some shit, make a mod basically. We can sell that for money. And then
Do
people got
yourself a
mad when they
favor right
realized that
now
was shit.
and just YouTube, like watch like 30 seconds of gameplay.
I think I have
Yeah.
seen something about a Metal Gear, and it looked just like the old Metal Gear game, but like zombies. Yeah,
But like
I think
you
I saw
do
that.
with a sword. You don't even do like slashes or cuts or anything. You just poke them with the end of the sword. And that's like the combat.
Well, yeah, because that engine, then Metal Gear's engine doesn't really have a lot of physics in it, does it? As far as I can tell, it's all like animations and stuff.
Wait,
And
what?
there's, like, Vehicle physics, but about
I have a
that's about it.
fine and
should have animated
Sassow? What the hell?
Fighting.
What are you saying, Drew?
I have a fine and Sassow. That's not good.
You've been fined for not being medieval enough. You're
No, I
yo,
definitely stole a
young
bunch of
pouch.
shit from their church.
Also, one thing I do like about this time period is everybody wears those little. Is there a lot of junk pouches in this? Because that's my
Junk
favorite.
pouches?
It's like if you're wearing trousers, you know, you got like
You got a little like pouch on your belt.
your little dingles all wrapped up, and it's got specific little like strings hanging off of it, and it's super accentuated. That's more of a royalty, you know, yeah, for the dukes and the lords. So maybe the feudality wouldn't
I mean,
be
you
rocking
can
it.
pickpocket in this game, so maybe that's a thing, but I don't do it because it's really difficult.
You just grab somebody's dong.
Pretty much. Oh,
I was trying to pickpocket you, wrong pocket.
I'm
there.
not gay, I promise.
It was your abnormally long pocket pouch there. I thought
And why are you
must
still
be
holding it?
coin.
Because let me just say, I like what I've felt.
Never know when a coin might pop out.
So,
You're
while we
like,
talk, I'm going to read.
give me your coin purse. Those are my nuts. You should go to the box.
Exactly.
Give me my
Oh
coin
wow, that
purse.
reading is so lame. Why did they even try to like match it up with like the? They could have just done the book overlaid on the 3D background like every other game does, like Skyrim where the books just float. But they're like, no, it's gonna be on his lap. Or is that just because you're sitting down?
It's just because
Is that
I'm
every
sitting
guy?
down like that, I think.
Oh, okay. But you can read normally, and it'll just look like the book's floating in front of you.
It's supposed
what I
to.
mean?
I guess it's supposed to be like in his hands, but I don't know.
Yeah, because the way they did it, it's like there's a 3D guy that's rigged and animated below the book, and then the book's just static.
Yeah, it does
So
kind
it
of look
doesn't-
like that.
I mean, that's what it is. It's literally- they animated the book completely separately from the character, so it's like, whereas like other games, you know, like
Look,
the character may
Okay,
pull the
this
book
game
out of his
isn't
pocket.
the most perfect pinnacle of gaming.
I mean,
Okay.
I just want to point out all the things I think are funny about it, but
I gotcha. That's fair.
I would comment on it, but my internet can't handle Discord and live at the same time.
All right, nice. So let me see. Sorry, I'm just reading all this shit because I stole all these books from the church, and if I go back there, they might take them from me.
man,
so I'll
times
read
are
them all.
tough back in the day, man. You want to learn something, you got to steal books, and like, read them real quick. You're like,
Yeah.
oh god, I must.
The thing
I
is-
must gather the knowledge before I get caught in
A lot-
lying
You
for
can't
my-
read in jail.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people in this time couldn't actually read, so I had to actually learn how to read from a scribe in this game. It took like 3 days of my character.
If you before you learned how to read, if you looked at a book, was it like blurry, like where
No.
all the letters scrambled?
the letters were scrambled, and it made no sense. It was like gibberish.
Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
And actually,
That's a cool
as you're learning to read, that continues to happen.
Oh, they become less scrambled, like
Yeah.
slightly scrambled. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's like so you actually like have to struggle to read the words.
Yeah.
So you see a sign on like a town, like leading to the town, but it's misspelled, and like you have to be like, oh my god, is that the right town? Like,
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how to read.
I never noticed if it was that intense.
Like, if like text in the world too is like fucked up.
I'll do this another time.
There's a really cool thing in it's like an app now that Google has where it's like real-time translating on images. I forget what it's called, but basically you can look at like an image or a video on videos on YouTube. It'll be like a video of like a, you know, somewhere like Japan or something, and like all the signs, everything you see in the background that has text on it, they can translate that in real time. But it'll like 3D map, like on the Snapchat filter, it'll 3D map the new text on top of the old text. But it'll constantly be retranslating and like snapping and like bugging out. So like as the video's panning around, you see all like the signs and like art, and, like, advertisements in the background, but they're being like translated in real time. It's very like Blade Runner-esque. And you can see like in the future, someone's like is in Japan and they're wearing like VR goggles. Like that's what they see is all this like text like snapping back into English between like Japanese and English. Pretty cool. That'd be weird if they did something like that in this game where it like faded around. Like you looked at a sign, and you're like, it was like the letters were changing because you didn't know how to read it. You're like, fuck.
Still can't read. Like nobody can. Why did the signs do this?
All right.
I mean, the signs would probably just be pictures of shit then. Nobody could read.
Well, then I guess all we have to say about Metal Gear Solid Survive is
We got
we kind of just immediately abandoned that.
Regardless. Yeah, full disclosure, none of us have played it. I've really researched it because I was interested. I didn't really care about the Konami thing because I was never really invested in that. I was interested, but after seeing a lot of gameplay videos, it just seems like a lot of tedious stabbing and doing the same thing over and over again. So
like Metal Gear Rising, like just cool,
most people
fun
like Metal Gear because it was a Hideo whatever Kojima. It was a Kojima game. You're fucking that up. Sorry. It was a Kojima game, so I'm excited for the next Kojima game. Like I want to see what Death Stranding looks like. So I don't really care what Konami's trying to get money from.
We've talked about Death Stranding a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I am super digging what Death Stranding is looking like because, I mean, I don't
got
like
a thing
movie
for
games,
like babies.
but if it becomes
wait,
if it becomes a movie
not
game,
like that. It's like a sexual thing. No, what?
No, but I'm into weird stuff like that. Like, I think like the more weird you make it, the better. And like I don't know, like that's like I've started recently watching Twilight Zone, like the old episodes.
Yeah, on Amazon.
Frame rate.
Yeah, on Amazon. And I recently just finished all of Electric Dreams. Have you seen that, Matt? Electric Dreams?
No, I just started watching it. I'm going back and forth with that and Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay, yeah, but like I mean, Unsolved Mysteries, same kind of thing. Like I like the eerie and like kind of supernatural and like weird stuff. So Death Stranding, like he's definitely getting weird with it, and I like that. And we're like always the Metal Gear games were kind of weird, but in like a goofy way. It was like he's a Spec Ops guy, but also cardboard pop outs and like very like anime weird things. So it was kind of just like it's like a joke almost.
And he's got a rocket fist.
Yeah, and like kind of cliche like action movie stuff, which is cool how it like all came together because it was a thing that you'd never seen before. Where like like someone like this, so he took all these Western influences and kind of like made them his own thing. But
I'm
like,
playing dice and cheating, by the way.
Nice. Do you have weighted dice?
A ton of them, dude. I found them all over the place.
You are an awful person in this game. You've stolen from everybody.
So
I don't know if you noticed how much gold I have. I have like 36,000 gold or something.
You stole shit from a blacksmith to then sell back to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is this the game they play on Pirates of the Caribbean? See who becomes the next Jack Sparrow?
What?
What?
You talking about tentacle porn?
On Davy Jones's ship.
This is a dice game called Farkle, and I learned today after a trip.
Farkle?
It's a legit dice game. Jamie and I figured out at Walmart today. You can actually go out and buy it.
Okay.
Farkle? It sounds like it was made up.
No, I've seen Farkle. Like
some kind of con man. Like, what do you call this game?
Farkle.
Farkle. It's been proven by plenty of game committees. It's totally legit.
This poor guy is just doing terribly. What, are you telling me you don't have loaded dice? What a loser. I've got like 30 of these things.
Love that texture resolution on that die, by the way.
Oh, he busted. He lost all those points. What an idiot. He's so desperate.
Bust. Man. What if there's one guy that worked in this company and like nobody liked him? So like you get to develop the dice part. Oh, we're making a game with like sword fighting and cool stuff. You work on the dice, Gerald.
No, it's okay, guys. It's gonna be like Gwent. It's gonna be super popular like Gwent. All right, well,
a whole spin-off of Farkle from Kingdom Come. You're gonna see it in
its own standalone game.
Kingdom Come Farkle Edition.
Who could have the most weighted dice? You buy microtransactions.
One set of weighted die included. Bring people over to your place. Hey, you want to play the Farkle I have with the weighted die? So I always win. No, I don't.
No, that sounds terrible.
No one wants to play with you.
All right, so I think this is a bandit camp right here.
What is with your dumb little like cloth ribbon on your head?
It's a helmet I got for pre-ordering the game.
Yeah, but like, why can't it just be the helmet? Get rid of that dumb little.
Yeah, it's attached to the helmet.
Candy cane.
I think it looks perfectly stupid.
I know, it's great when you're bashing in a guy's skull and you're like, candy cane head is what they call me.
So I will talk a little bit more about this game because I'm maybe like 40 hours into it at this point.
Oh wow.
Um,
I have
Except the horse
150 hours
riding
of
is
Monster
better than
Hunter.
Skyrim.
it's well, yeah, and I think I could get there with this game. Because one thing I'm running into this game, and I talked to you about this a little bit, Matt, is I spend a lot of time playing this game, but not accomplishing much. Like, I'll spend like 3 hours playing, and then it turns out I made 1 potion or something
Welcome
like
to
that.
Monster Hunter.
Because it's like, there's like not... I mean, there's a ton to do, it's just super deep, and so you get yourself lost in a lot of these systems, and then you figure out, like, oh, I spent 2 hours doing that, and not much has actually happened, but you're like totally engaged the entire time, and I love every second of it.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's buggy, it's messy, and it's unfortunate that it's all those things, but it's great. It's fantastic.
So
I mean,
what's
just
great
look at
about
this.
this game? Sell me on it. Like, what are you doing right now? What's so great about it?
I just noticed there was a camp over here, figured it was most likely bandits, and I was right. So now I'm gonna fight these guys.
That was pretty cool when you put your helmet on there.
Yeah.
Helmet vision.
So basically, I'm trying to... Since he has a shield, he's harder than these guys without shields. So I'm trying to run down his stamina a little bit. You can also dodge and stuff like
This
that.
fancy boy in the front just fast.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
he's got a
God.
little doggle pouch.
I'm getting
like I was
double
talking
teamed
about.
a little bit. This
Look at
ain't
his little
good.
pouch. Uh-oh.
So the way the combat works is you have this, 5-point star, and you can trick people. Like, if I put my weapon up here, like this, they'll think I'm gonna swing from up there, so I gotta switch it at the last second. Oh, Jesus! I gotta switch it at the last second to down, and it kind of catches them off guard sometimes, not all the time, though. Oh, I'm getting surrounded. This is not good. I might die. Oh! Oh! This is tough.
They should make like a Shrek mod for this game.
You play as Lord Farquaad.
Yeah. Lord Farquaad! Shrek, we must destroy him. Yeah, that's the whole bit.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even like you play as Shrek. I want a mod where just you like stumble into Shrek's home. And then you gotta do that shit.
Do that shit.
Oh.
You gotta fight Gingy.
Now
and
mercy
the
kill.
boys.
Ugh.
These guys do look like the same level of like character animation and like quality as the early Shrek citizens. Like they're probably better actually than those original DreamWorks.
Oh, you guys want to shoot bows?
models.
Let's shoot bows. I'm so bad at shooting bows in this game.
Shooting bows. It's called arching, Drew.
Uh,
Oh my god, did an arrow just drop out of your bow? You didn't even shoot it.
no, I shot it.
It looks like it just fell
didn't
off to the
do
side.
anything.
When you shoot these arrows, it doesn't look like you're shooting. It looks like they're just going back behind your head. Oh, there.
Oh God! Oh, oh my God! I know you guys. It's delayed for you, so you didn't see that. But holy
You just
shit!
headshot the guy? Yeah.
Yes.
With the metal helmet? Yeah.
Yep, right in the eyes. Good Lord.
I mean, I've always liked in these kind of games, like shooting the bows. Maybe I just like first person shooters, but like, I don't know. I spent a lot of time pretending to sword fight in the woods with sticks and stuff. You know, with my boys, sword fight.
Your
You
boys?
guys know about that. Yeah, me and my
It
boys.
was
in the
always
woods.
fun until somebody hit someone else's hand. You're like, God
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
it!
You
But, like,
guys didn't go
I don't know.
sword fighting in the woods with your uncles? Wait, what?
But I don't want to do that, Uncle Jerry.
You guys use sticks?
But the sword fighting always feels so clunky in these games, and like it just feels like it's just physics basically. You're just swinging, and like you can't really control it.
It
That's
does
why,
feel like that at first, but as your skills get better and as you kind of play with it more, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I could tell why it's the way it is, because when the developers were designing it, they were spending years and years playing with it with themselves.
Yeah.
And so at first you're like, oh God, this feels like crap. But then after you play with it a lot, you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
This works.
I'm
Yeah.
just on what you're stepping in.
I'm just saying, like, always in these kind of games, like the archery stuff and like the throwing stuff always felt better because like that's just like more direct.
Yeah.
Like, you shoot an arrow and it hits a guy. It's like that feels good.
Well, I don't know if
Just
you
one
noticed,
click of
but
the mouse.
shooting an arrow, like you actually have to hold it and like aim correctly, and it's very difficult because there's no reticle or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see if I can kill this guy. Oh, I hit him in the back of the head. Oh, I think he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Well, All right.
Yeah, so yeah, that looks pretty cool.
All right, so you guys want to talk about?
No.
Okay. All right. Bye, Matt.
Moving on.
You guys want to talk about Black Panther?
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
Connor, what was the
about
scene you did not like in Black Panther?
A part I didn't like.
Yeah.
Just jumping straight to it.
Maybe I don't think I liked. That's a good question. I'm trying to think of something very specific that I didn't like. I mean, I don't know. I think there wasn't really one scene I didn't like. The movie, it was like very, like it was I don't know. It was good. It was good. I like Black Panther a lot.
Wordsmith.
A wordsmith. Just constant ideas coming into my head, all battling for it.
Oh yeah.
Don't hurt yourself now.
I know, right? Just blow a fuse real quick. No, but like the
Alright,
movie was solid. It had a constant pace throughout, so I can't really pick one thing. And then like all of it was okay to me. I just felt like overall, like it still was a Marvel formula kind of thing. And,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I'm
one
personally
thing
kind of
that-
tired of that.
Took me out of the movie was the scene with the rhino at the end.
Yeah, the rhino.
Off the hand.
I was
I was
thinking
like,
about
come
that.
the fuck on, really?
No, I mean that was fine, but like the rhino was just too much for me. Like maybe it was something about it. Maybe the fact that it was all CGI, which of course has to be. You can't put a fucking rhino in the movie. I mean, maybe if this was like 1960, 1943, you could make a movie with a rhino in it, but not today.
Yeah,
and the CGI is maybe just not good enough. But like it took me out of it to
the
see
whole movie's CGI, but then like you
Yeah,
can't get a
it's so
fucking
much
rhino,
CGI.
correct?
so much CGI, which kind of bothered me. And like, I mean, it's fine because I get it. You got to do a lot of CGI, and there was a lot of great practical shots in the movie. Like the fight scene in the casino was like some really good camera work and good choreography and like practical shit, which I was all about. I was like, yeah, this is cool. It's great. But then like the very first scene where Black Panther. I mean, maybe I'm just totally like turned off to CG these days. But like when they're like. When it starts off and they're like, this is what makes Black Panther cool. And sorry, Drew, for spoiling. We don't talk about anything. But I'm trying to be as vague as possible. But the first action scene that they show off with the Black Panther, it starts off with this big moment that's like all CG. And the Black Panther, maybe it's his suit because it's all black. There's not like easy. You can't fake it easily because it's skin tight. So you can definitely see the CGI like rigged character very easily. Whereas like something like Iron Man, it's like it's just a metal suit. So it's super easy to fake and look realistic. Like there's not like moving human tissue inside of it. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Black Panther costume, like you can always tell immediately that it's not the actor. When it is the actor, you're like, holy shit, that looks fucking great. But then the second they swap it for a CGI model, it's like so clear. I was just kind of like, not a big fan of that. And then, but like overall, the arc, like the movie, you know, and like the writing, I thought was fine, and like just the pace of the movie was really good. Like I was not bored the whole movie. But then again, like there were moments where during the action I was almost bored because it's a Marvel action kind of movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like it's less of your dislike of CGI and more of like just your dislike of general Marvel-ishness. Because when you were describing it, it sounded like every other Marvel movie out there. Like one big CGI set piece action scene right at the beginning of the movie.
Yep. And they have to do that shit. And then at the end, too, there's also one big one at the end, which Matt was talking about with the rhino. So there's like this whole scene that has a lot of CGI, but it's like the ending battle scene. So, of course, there's going to be CGI moments. But some of those moments took me out of it. But then some of the practical fighting moments of that were like fucking awesome. And I was super into it. When like there's a scene where there's like a group of 5 characters that are like the Royal Guard, like these like women warriors that are fighting with the antagonist of the movie, but they're all fighting and like it's real choreography and like real people in suits and costumes like fighting. It's fucking rad. Then it immediately cuts to like a CGI spaceship flying through canyons, blowing shit up, and you're like, okay, well, you know. So it's just kind of, you get both of that, and that's always been the way with Marvel. Like they give you the good moments of like real people on set, and then they give you the fake shit, and then it all blends together kind of, but it's not at the point where it's like perfect yet. It's not seamless yet.
Yeah.
But it didn't bother me too much.
I wish there was a Marvel movie that had action scenes like The Raid or John Wick, you know, just like super
I mean,
gritty.
some of the Marvel choreography is like really fucking good. Like this
Well,
movie
yeah.
did have some John Wick moments where like it's doing tracking camera shots, like multiple
Yeah,
levels
like
of a building.
that final Michael B. Jordan fight with not the final one, but with the Royal Guard girls. That was awesome.
Pretty good, yeah. And then that first like casino fight was really good.
Just more practical stuff. I think.
Yeah.
More practical would just be better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it can be less dated. You know, if practical stuff doesn't age
like
as
these
poorly as
effects
CGI stuff. Yeah, the CGI stuff isn't going to look good in 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean,
Well,
I feel like
agree.
it's at a point where it looks good enough. So you could still watch the movie in 10 years and be like, I'm not taken out of it yet, but like it's noticeable, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable, but I think that's fine. I don't know, Matt. Did you have any other like big thoughts about? I mean, I thought the cast was awesome.
Yeah, the cast was awesome.
Yeah, everybody in it, all the acting was super solid.
Some of the accents at times were kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. But
Yeah,
I
but
mean, overall, like it's really well put together and very well paced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, it's probably one of my
It's
top
hard to
Marvel
get
movies
bored.
in the past.
with that movie.
Yeah, it was definitely better than like the Ant-Mans and the I'm trying to remember what was the most recent hero that had his own origin movie? Captain America, I guess. It felt
Spider-Man?
very similar to like it felt a lot like Spider-Man Homecoming as far as like the Marvel formula.
Like some fun and like attitude thrown in there.
Yeah, and the pacing was almost exactly what like the Spider-Man Homecoming was. But
Okay.
that's just they kind of do their thing now, which is good. And a lot of people are saying that that the villain in the movie, the Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah.
is like the shit, and like he was the shit. So there you go.
Yeah, he was a
really?
good villain. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great.
I've
Like some of his
noticed
dialogue was a little cheesy, but like he's fucking cool.
I've noticed that for me personally, I will not care about a Marvel movie unless their villain is good.
The villain's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it did fall into the same category as like in almost every other Marvel origin story. It's like the bad guy is just he's like the same thing as the good guy, but he's got like horns. It's like he's the bad man verse. So you have Iron Man, and then you have the bad Iron Man.
Yeah.
in the bad suit, but he's just the same shit. You have Ant Man, but then there's the bad man, the Ant Bad Man, and the bad Ant Man suit.
Yeah.
And then this one had the Black Panther man, and then it had the bad Black Panther man. He's in like a different Black Panther suit that had a different color stripe on it, and but the character was interesting enough, and like the story of that character was interesting enough that you were like it wasn't as forgettable as like the villain in Ant-Man. We're like, what was he again? Like he'd gotten one of the ant suits and then he was bad. I don't remember. Like he had no like backstory that anyone cared about, but this character did have an interesting backstory, and like Michael B. Jordan's awesome. He's fucking jacked too, and he's looking
Yeah,
sweet.
I've seen pictures and he looks.
He's yoked, dude.
Jesus Christ!
It's insane. I was like, I want him to win.
Somebody give this man an egg to crush. God damn!
The crush.
It is
In
hard,
an
I tried.
interview, like, Mr. Jordan, if you could just put this watermelon between your legs. Very happy.
They're just handing him things to crush the whole interview. They don't even ask him any questions about the movie.
No questions.
He finishes
Just
crushing a pineapple, and they're like, "Okay, I think that's all of our time. Thank you very much."
Not since watching Sean Penn in Gunman have I said that is a jacked man so audibly
Oh my
in the
God,
theater.
the gunman. Oh.
Sean Penn.
What a garbage movie, but there's multiple scenes I'm like, holy shit, Sean Penn is jacked.
Oh, I'm glad you're liking it, Marty. This is the first time we've done the podcast live like this, so.
That movie is fucking awful.
Oh yeah, Gunman's not great. Wouldn't recommend it.
Well, I mean, when did that movie come out? Like 2013? Why are we even talking about it? Sean Penn just woke up in his condo somewhere. So it's talking about gunmen.
Yeah.
It was like 2016. It was like 2016, I think.
It was a movie that no one asked for, and Sean Penn's like,
2015.
"Yeah, I could work out again."
The fuck? Where are all the bandits? Nobody's here.
One thing though that was kind of disappointing was Idris Elba should have been in Black Panther, right?
He wasn't?
No.
Wow.
Nah, he was stuck on that mountain.
I feel like that's going to be the thing for the next, like, 5 years.
He was just
Someone's
in
gonna
Thor.
say, "Oh, I can't
no.
believe."
Oh yeah, that's why. No, he can't be because he's Thor. He's in Thor.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
No,
So
he was stuck on the mountain between us.
No, that's
Oh,
literally
no.
because I was trying to like
He was there with Kate Winslet chilling.
Yeah, he was too busy banging Kate Winslet. No, I was trying to think. I was like, oh, Idris Elba would be such a badass. Like in the beginning when they show the spoiler, Drew, but they show like an old version, like the previous Black Panther. So he's like older. He's like the one from the '90s or whatever. That was like the before T'Challa.
Spoilers.
I was like, that would mean Idris Elba would have been a perfect old Black Panther. But I was like, oh, but he's already. Yeah, that makes sense now. He's already in the Marvel universe.
You can't be the Guardian to Asgard and also be King of Wakanda.
Is that going to be the thing though for the next 5 years? Why wasn't such and such black actor not in Black Panther? Because they didn't want to be.
Well, speaking of like the same.
Where was Denzel?
Of like the same person in the universe has multiple characters. You know how Josh Brolin is like voices Thanos?
Yeah.
And now he's Cable. It'd be cool if like Deadpool meets Thanos and it's like, you look familiar.
Dude, I swear, if they put Deadpool in Infinity War somehow, it'll be my favorite movie of all time.
Part 2, maybe. I don't know.
Like, just put him in an end credit scene and he's saying that to Thanos.
Yeah. You look familiar.
That'd be great.
It has
breaking that third wall.
Or like, no, dude, they should have it. Oh my god, this would be the perfect end credit scene for Infinity War. It's Deadpool and Cable about to walk into the Marvel Studios headquarters, and Deadpool's like, you know what? Maybe you should wait out here. And Cable's like, what? Why? He's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you kind of look like somebody they know, and it'd probably be better if you stay out here. And he just busts the door down.
That's a pretty good prediction. I could see that.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, I'm excited for Infinity War, but that's just because I feel like they're going to kill off a lot of these characters that they've been building for years and years and years. Yeah. So that'll be nice. That'll be a payoff. You're like, oh my god, they finally killed somebody. Also, my favorite thing that come out of Black Panther is there's a meme that I saw.
Oh god.
It's just a photo of like sad Don Cheadle, and it was like, what was the meme? It was just because basically there's a scene, Drew, in the movie, spoiler, but where there's a character who's not even that important. He's just somebody that the Black Panther kind of likes, like sort of. And well, I mean, they like, but he gets shot in the spine and like gets paralyzed. And then Black Panther's like, we can fix this in Wakanda. So he takes him to Wakanda, and they have some magic spine healing technology, and they heal his spine in like 2 seconds, so he's perfectly fine.
Naturally.
And like Don Cheadle, just in the movie right before in Civil War, gets his spine shot out, and they're just like, there's nothing we can do for you. And Black Panther was there. It's like when your friend doesn't tell you about his magical spine healing technology. He's just like sitting there, and like he's going through rehab, and he's paralyzed.
Well,
like,
you know he's gonna be in Infinity War, and he's gonna be dude, I heard about that. It was in the theater.
Listen, I know you got that spine technology. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. So I mean, yeah, that's just funny, like a little
oh shit! Did I lose all my progress?
Uh-oh. In what?
Lego Star Wars.
Nobody cares about that. You're fine.
Oh yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Lego Star Wars. Sorry. Great segue, Matt. No.
Sorry. It was on sale the other day, so I bought it for like $10.
I saw you playing that. I was like, wow, Matt really has nothing to do right now.
Are you kidding? I'm loving it.
Really?
Yeah.
I tried to play Lego Lord of the Rings because I think I got it for free, and
God,
I was
the
just
frame rate right here is terrible.
I checked out. Yeah, you think like when you're in the open world and there's all those textures to load, but when he steps in this small 4x4 bedroom, it's like, overload CPU can't handle that blanket texture.
Mega texture.
Yeah, it's too much.
Can't handle all the magic that happens here.
Well, speaking of games coming out soon, are you guys gonna get? I know me and Drew were talking about it. Matt, are you gonna get Sea of Thieves?
Maybe.
Living that pirate life.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Since Microsoft
gameplay, it looks like work.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Since Microsoft did this thing with their Game Pass, and they're adding all their exclusives to the Game Pass, I have a 1 month free trial for Game Pass. I'm just going to redeem that 1 month free trial as soon as Sea of Thieves comes out, and I'm going to get the game for free for a month.
Oh, yeah.
And if a month isn't long enough to enjoy the game to its fullest, then it's not worth my time. No.
And you just have to buy it.
Yep. How are you, Henry? Oh, I'm...
I mean, I mean, these days, I don't want a big RPG story-based game because I don't have time for that, and I'd rather just watch a movie. So I'm excited for a game like Sea of Thieves. It's just like they just drop you in the world, and they're like, you got a boat, and you got friends online, like, figure it out.
Exactly. There's actually there's a lot of people on the Xbox One subreddit complaining recently because they're like, this game has no progression system, it's not very deep, and like you don't unlock very much stuff. And then there's a lot of people in the comments like, that's exactly what I want. They're like, I have a daytime job, you know, I can't invest a lot of time in a multiplayer game, so this is perfect for me.
I think that's what they're making it for, because it is like I feel like this game, if you have nobody vote too, I don't know, until we buy the game and get a group playing it, like I don't know.
Oh, I'll play with you.
But yeah, but if even if it was just me and Drew, like I think the perfect situation is you have like 3 friends or 4 friends, and you can form a crew and man one of the bigger ships and just experience that part of the game. Because I think if you're the kind of person that really likes single player games and doesn't play online a lot with a group frequently, like you have to play by yourself or just like play with random people, and that's going to be definitely a different experience. So I think they're making it specifically for the people that like have a couple hours after work when they get home to just like dick around on a game, and like dicking around on that game looks really fun. And like
so,
the progression systems, whatever, like maybe if you can like, if there's quests that I can do to get more gold and buy like cooler boots, good enough for me, as long as like the core game of exploring and like getting into fights with other PvP battles with other people's ships, if that's fun, like I'll keep playing.
I played in the alpha, and I guess now I can talk about it, but who really gives a fuck? And I played the beta this morning, and playing with a full crew of even just strangers, if everybody has a microphone, it's an incredibly fun experience. Because I mean, you're not like role playing or anything. You're not like, you're just like, okay, what do we do next? And like people are, like take it seriously.
If I spend money on this game, I'm talking like goddamn Johnny Depp.
You can. That sounds hilarious, and people would love you for it.
I mean, that's what everyone's gonna do on Twitch, but we should do
with a bottle of rum and just get drunker and drunker.
No, we should do if we're all gonna get it the night it comes out. We should do a drunk pirate stream where we buy budget pirate costumes and just drink a shit ton of rum and play that game.
Nice.
That'd be so good. Me and Matt will do the drinking part. We're experts at that.
Oh yeah.
And just do terrible pirate accents the whole time.
Which, as every accent goes, it eventually devolves into a Borat accent. So that'll happen.
Very nice.
All right, so I'm gonna train with this guy with a real weapon.
Yeah, look at the is it like fully voiced? Because you have your volume down, so I can't tell.
Yeah, it's fully voiced.
Can you like kill your friend on accident in the training?
No, it stops the training right before you can kill him.
That's good. So you just like put like one through his chest, you're like, Henry?
Henry, you alright now? Henry? Give me a little poke on the gut, see if he wakes up.
Henry, hello.
A little poke in the gut.
Stuff him full of hay, bring him back to his
family. Man, I'm fucking this guy up immediately.
Put that helmet on, visor down.
I have my headphones plugged in my laptop. That's where Discord is, and my laptop talks to me at the top of the hour. I just hear like Microsoft Sam go, "It is 9 o'clock."
That's good. My computer doesn't do that, but I can see it.
Oh! He got the jump on me.
So, anything else we want to talk about, Drew, while you're fighting this bad man?
Bad man? I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
The bad man.
What game? All right, so there's some games coming out in March. If you guys want to look out games released in March, what games are you most excited for? I'll give you a sec so you can look it up a little bit. You can just look up yeah.
Dark Souls, yes and no.
Well, Dark Souls is coming out in May.
That's May. Oh, never mind. Fuck that. That's too far away.
All right, I'm looking at Sea of Thieves. That's probably a good one.
We should talk about that.
See if I care about any of these other games. No. Wait. No. Are there any other good games coming out?
So there's Sea of Thieves, and then towards the end of the month. Well, in the middle of the month, there's that game called A Way Out, which is that game that's focused on split screen gameplay. I think it looks great. I'm really excited for that. Later in the month, Far Cry 5 comes out.
Yeah.
And then there's a game that comes out.
I'm on the fence about Far Cry.
Yeah, I am too. But at the end of the month, a game called Agony comes out, which is a game where you play a dude who died and is in hell, and you're trying to escape from hell.
Is that the first person one where you're inside of like a butthole the whole time?
I think so. I think that's the one.
You're just squishing around the whole game.
I think so.
Yeah, that one, it looks kind of, it basically just looks like they took Doom and then after, you know what Doom needs more of?
Squishy buttholes.
Let's like take one of the demons from Doom, you know, spread them inside
Put them
out,
inside
and
an
then go-
anus.
and go inside of that. I want to live in that world. Like,
It'd be great if like Doom guy comes in halfway through and just punches you back further into hell. Like,
Music starts.
yeah. It's like the MIDI from the original Doom.
I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like a game that it's single player only, right? And it's.
I think so. It could.
And you're just.
I think it's going to be dependent on how, because they bill it as like a survival horror game. If it's going to be like a survival game where you have to eat and like sleep and shit, like DayZ or something, it's going to be dumb. But if it's just like a straightforward kind of linear game, almost like Dante's Inferno, but in first person with survival horror stuff in there.
Please God tell me like Dante's Inferno, you fight Satan and he has just a massive dog. Please.
That would be great.
Because when you get to the end of that game, you're like, holy shit.
So yeah, I'm interested to see what it's like. But yeah, I'd say the one game I'm most hyped for this month is probably Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
Well, I'm not really hyped for it. I'm more like interested in see how it's going to turn out because I've already played it myself.
Yeah, very intrigued.
Yeah, but Connor and I will definitely be playing it probably on stream. Connor,
really
just so you know, if you buy the Xbox version of it, it's got Play Anywhere, so you can play it on your PC.
Oh, that is. I'm definitely getting it then.
Okay.
That's something I support, and
Yep.
like zero games have done that. I
Yep.
had to buy
It's gonna be
GTA 5
$50.
twice
Yep.
to play it on PC and Xbox. And then every time you play, you have to transfer your account over, which takes like
Mhm.
5 minutes. So I've only really played on PC like twice because this is not worth it. But if it was easy, I'd do it more. So hopefully that's what this is. And then I can kind of switch in between.
All right, I'll,
Wait, is it cross-platform as in I can play with you on my PC
Yep.
if you're on Xbox?
Yep.
Really? Oh shit! I'm just gonna play it on PC then, dude.
Yeah, I'll probably when I stream it, I'll probably play it on PC. But when I play it just casually, I'll probably play it on my Xbox. But it's nice because you can just do both.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that, so that's good to know.
All right, so I think that's going to end this jumbled mess of a podcast for episode 1. We didn't have anything specific to talk about. You know, if it's something like E3 or something like that going on, we'll have more specific things to talk about. But this is kind of just a trial run to see how it goes.
Yeah.
I just happened to have my Xbox on. I was like, oh, they are playing.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Morty for following. Morty. I hope it's
Moriarty, my nemesis.
Thanks
Moriarty.
for following and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks Darrow for showing up and also Nothing But Nerdy. You guys stopped by for a little bit. I will be back streaming more Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind tomorrow. But that is it for me. I am Drew again.
And we are Drew.
You can't do
I
it.
am Matt.
Connor. PunchBowl.
Yep. All right.
All right,
We
guys.
will see you guys. Bye.
Smell you later, dorks.